Hey everybody, welcome to Spiky Saturday number 70 on the Mana League. I'm John as always, and we're going to draft some more Oath of the Gatewatch. We don't actually have that much time left. We have, I think, 3 more Spiky Saturdays of Oath of the Gatewatch draft until we're doing Shadows over Innistrad spoilers, so be on the lookout for that. As another quick bit of housekeeping here, I do want to ask everybody, if you haven't heard, Sealed Leagues are going to start next Wednesday, March 2nd, and I will be playing Sealed Leagues at least on my own just for fun, but I definitely want to record it and share it with you guys. I just want to kind of ask if anybody has any good ideas on how I should share that. Should it be a Spiky Saturday? Should it be a new series? What should I do with the leagues? Is there ways that I could make them wacky for Wacky Wednesdays? Let me know in the comments down below. They are 5 rounds, so they would be pretty long for a single Spiky Saturday. So I am still thinking up ideas of how to share leagues with you guys, but if you have any ideas on how I can do leagues, let me know in the comments below. But we're going to join this queue, and I will see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. All right, here we are for Pack 1, Pick 1. We've got an Oath of Nissa, which I excitedly checked how much it's worth. It's only $1.60 online. There's an Oblivion Strike. Unfortunately, very boringly, Oblivion Strike is just like the first pick in almost all cases. It's certainly better than Oath of Nissa. It's better than Boulder Salvo. Better than Sweep Away. Yeah, no real discussion, just Oblivion Strike. It is kind of a downside of this format that Oblivion Strike is such a clear first pick common. That it's usually just the right choice unless you happen to have a crazy rare. And this is not a crazy rare in any way, shape, or form. So, Oblivion Strike, in you go. What do we get past? We get past an Embodiment of Fury. I like that. Saddleback Lagak. I like that. Dwar Isle is okay. There is Azada's Commando. I think the Embodiment is better than the Commando. Nothing going on in white. They took the rare. So, I'm inclined to take the Embodiment of Fury. I think it's slightly better than the Lagak. The Lagak is good, though, but Black-Green's not super great in my experience. I do enjoy Black-Red. It can be very aggressive, so I will take the Embodiment of Fury. Prefer to be Red-Green with an Embodiment, but we'll see what comes our way. Well, what do we get here? We get a Zendikar Resurgent. I do not like it. There's an Essence Depleter. I like that quite a bit. There's a Baloth Pup. That's fine. Searing Light's decent. I already have a Strike. I kind of just want to take that Depleter. Yeah, let's take the Depleter. Keep our eye out for colorless sources and the ability to jump into black-red colorless or black-blue colorless. We'll see what comes our way. There's a black-red land, but that feels a little bit too early. There's a Boulder Salvo, which is very good. Slaughter Drone's fine, but it's no Boulder Salvo. Boulder Salvo is probably the best card in the pack. Expedition Raptor is decent. I think we'll just take the Boulder Salvo. It helps that we're already slightly leaning towards red anyways. Up next, we get a Devour in Flames. You have to bounce a land, but you get to deal 5 damage to a creature, which is pretty darn solid. There's also a Cinder Hellion, which is pretty good. I enjoy them a fair bit. Black, we've just got a Chain Mage, isn't that great. White, we've got a Spawnbinder Mage, not that great. Pretty happy to take the Devoured in Flames, and wonder if maybe red is open to my left. So let's take that Devour. Well, no, there's no red signals here, and there's a green signal in a Seed Guardian. I don't think I want to jump into green for just a Seed Guardian, so I'm kind of looking at Slaughter Drone or Lantern. I'll take the drone here, but I do probably want a Lantern at some point if I'm going to start doing some more colorless stuff. Up next, we've got a Stonehaven Outfitter. No thanks. Visions of Brutality versus Slaughter Drone. We've already got one of those. I like me some Visions of Brutality. I did see a deck on Reddit today with, I think it was 8 Consuming Sinkholes, but I won't be jumping on that deck. So I'll just take the Visions of Brutality. Hey, Mind Melter, foil, but I don't think we're going to be going towards blue, and I don't think we're going to splash for blue, whereas Sky Scourer is just a card we can play. So, I'm inclined to take the Sky Scourer. I could take a Waste. I have 2 things that need colorless activations. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a Wastes here, just in case. Maw of Kozilek seems fine, although we could just take a $1.60. No, I want to win. I want to actually take good cards. So take a Maw of Kozilek. Give somebody else the ticket and a half. Brute Strength or a Corpse Churn or another Wastes. Let's take another Wastes. So then we don't have to worry about taking very many more of those. We can take the Blighted Lands that we want anyways. We can take the Seer's Lantern that we want anyways. Well, we've got a Corpse Churn. Not what I want to be doing, but I don't really care about anything else, so let's take it. Throw it away. Unnatural Endurance, yeah, you can go in the main deck for now. Let's get rid of an Elemental Uprising. Let's get rid of a Sinkhole. And take a Forest. Alright. Not a bad first pack. Not too bad. We've got an Oblivion Strike. See if we can get another one. See if we can maybe get some sizable creatures or something going on. Definitely want a Cinder Hellion, I think. Goblin Dark Dwellers. I could bring back... It's instant or sorcery? Instant or sorcery. I could bring back... not much of anything. I could bring back Devouring Flames. It's 3 or less, right? Yeah. I mean, I could draft around that, though, right? It's either that or another Essence Depleter, and these don't get too much better in multiples, because if I have multiples, I could just have one and put the same amount of mana into it. So I am leaning towards Dark Dwellers here. There's a Free Runner, which I wouldn't mind getting back around. A Shrieker, which I wouldn't mind getting back around. But yeah, let's take the Dark Dwellers. And be on the lookout for 3 or less instant and sorceries in black and red. Such as Tarsnare. Such as Tarsnare. The only other thing going on here is a Corrupted Crossroads or a Shrieker. Or I guess an Unknown Shores, but we're going to take the Tarsnare for sure. We'd take it anyways, even if we didn't just take that Dark Dwellers. I am going to need to keep my eye on creatures. I am only at 5, which is low. We've got a Flame Seeker and no allies. And I don't know how many allies that we'll get. I have a Sky Scourer and an awful lot of colorless stuff. Oh, there's a Tarsnare. Never mind, we're taking the Tarsnare. I'll take creatures at some point, but for now, removal is king. We've got a Warden or a Translator. 4-drop, 5-drop. 5-drop blocks like crazy, though. So I will take the Translator here, I think. There's a Tears, but that's sideboard only. Yeah, let's take a Translator. Need some 2-drops. Really need some 2-drops. Alright, we've got an Eldrazi Aggressor, a Slaughter Drone, or a Flaying Tendrils. We've got a lot of removal. I don't super care for Flaying Tendrils anyways. It's fine. You know, Bile Blight is always... Bile Blight? Drown in Sorrow. Drown in Sorrow. Drown in Sorrow is always okay, but honestly, I need 2-drops. So we're going to take a Slaughter Drone here. Flaying Tendrils is hard to play around. You know, it's hard to keep back your 2/2s and wait for them to put their 2/2s down, and, you know. We could just take it here. I have not taken a Sky Scourer yet, for as much as I've talked about them. So maybe that's what I'm going to take here. Yeah, take another 2-drop. And a lot of my stuff is colorless. We're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far, and plenty more to come. Another Slaughter Drone or an Aggressor. I'll take an Aggressor. Get a 3-drop. I didn't take that other Flame Seeker. So do I want this Flame Seeker, or do I want a Slaughter Drone? I have 2 Slaughter Drones. Let's take a Flame Seeker and keep an eye out for some relevant or decent allies. Shrieker seems fine. Might want one more Wastes if one comes around really late. Didn't get a Lantern. That's unfortunate. See if I can get a Kozilek's Channeler or Hedron Archive, perhaps. Another Shrieker, I guess that's okay. Well, I'm not going to play 2 Shriekers, so let's take a sideboard Gambit. So the only thing I really want to replace is this Unnatural Endurance, and it's not even, you know, top of my mind to do. Flame Seeker is replaceable for the time being because I don't have any other allies. Sure, I'll take another Sky Scour. I don't really want to play 2, but we'll see. What do we have here? A Toll Collector, or a Drone, or an Uprising. Let's hate out the Drone. Another Aggressor? Sure, go in the deck for now, but I probably don't want to. I'm at 20 cards. I feel like I should be able to get at least a few cards in this third pack that will replace some stuff. I would probably like to replace an Aggressor. I would probably like to replace on Natural End with maybe just pure removal. Probably one of those Sky Scourers. Smoldering Marsh. Are you worth anything? I think you're not. $1.60, but it is in my colors. So there is that, and we're, oh no, there's a Touch of the Void. We're not throwing away a Touch of the Void. That's not something that's going to happen for a dual land. Maybe I can get it back around, though. There's also a Channeler. I wouldn't mind getting either of those back around, but we're taking the Void. Black-red, what do we got? Dominator Drone. Seems fine. Wish I was in blue. Tide Drifter, Benthic. But yeah, we'll take a Mr. Dominator Drone here. So it seems like a fine-ish aggressive deck. So what are we looking at for Dark Dwellers? We're looking at Touch of the Void, Devour in Flames, Tar Snare, on Natural End. That's decent. Fairly decent. Blight Herder. I don't have anything that exiles. I have Oblivion Strike and Touch of the Void. 2 things that exile. What am I looking at otherwise? I'm looking at a Vampiric Rites, no. A Belligerent Repel, no. Volcanic Upheaval, no. A Breaker. I think I maybe just take the Blight Herder. Maybe keep my eye open for some exile stuff in the next, like, 3 picks. I'm not going to get to 8 unless I get a Channeler. So yeah, let's take the Herder and hope that there's not a Channeler in this pack. There is not. There is a Kozilek Sentinel, which seems fine. Predator, which isn't quite what we're doing. Upheaval, Dutiful Return, Stonewaker. Yeah, let's take the Sentinel, and let's throw away... I'll think about it in a second. Healer, hey, you're pretty decent. Sludgy's okay. Well, is Healer any good if I just have a Flameseeker? Not really, right? So honestly, maybe I just take the Sludgecrawler. Yeah, I mean, Healer's fine, but the odds of me getting decent ally after decent ally after decent ally in the next 3 packs, I just don't think it's going to happen. So let's take a Sludgecrawler. And let's cut the Unnatural End? No. Let's cut the Flameseeker. Because it's not going to do anything. Oh, I need another cut as well. Let's take out one of these aggressors. I mean, they're basically always going to have haste, almost. Stone Fury, I guess. I don't think I'll main deck it, though. Yeah, let's take it. I don't think I'll main deck it, though. I've got a lot of other better removal. Sentinel is going to be a decent enough blocker. Maybe I don't want the Sentinel. Maybe the Sentinel comes in if it turns out that I'm not the beatdown. Maybe that's the deck so far. Maybe that's where we're at. All right, what's coming up in our next pack? Nothing. Not much of a thing. We've got a Ruin Processor, I guess. Nirkana Assassin, we're not going to gain life. It is an ally. Yeah, let's take the Ruin Processor. Is Ruin Processor just better than Blight Herder? Because I'm not ramping in anything. And it's unlikely for me to have 2 things in exile. It's more likely I'll have 1 thing in exile. Yeah, Blight Herder. Out you go. And what do I need for colorless activations? I've got 2 Slaughter Drones, Essence Depleter, Shrieker, Maw. And I've got Waste, Translator. Fine enough. Fine enough. Alright, am I going to finish up this pack with any decent playables? Who's holding up the draft? Mr. Black Lotus here, and Mr. Birds of Paradise. Ugin, on the other hand, has drafted almost everything. Boiling Earth, Slide Runner. Both are kind of meh. Boiling Earth is just 1 damage, right? 1 damage to everything they have. Slide Runner. I feel like my Sky Scourer is so regularly going to be a 2/2 anyways that, you know, having a 2/1 isn't that exciting. Yeah, it could be a 3/2 trample here and there. I'll take the Boiling Earth as a sideboard card just in case I'm up against something crazy with a bunch of X1s. Warpaint Assassin. I'll take the Warpaint, I guess. Hey, a Sure Strike. I actually kind of like Sure Strike. +3/+0 and First Strike is crazy. I almost like it more than the +2/+0 for Unnatural End. So I think I actually will take Unnatural End out for it. Let's take a Stonehaven Medic. And then a Cliffside Lookout. And I guess a Slide Runner, why not? Alright, we didn't draft value, but hopefully we drafted a winning deck. Unless I get a last pick, something crazy. But I doubt it. Come on, Birds of Paradise and Black Lotus. I get a Lava Step Raider. Yay. And an island. All right. So that's the deck there. Why does it say I've only drafted 44? I've drafted 45. Weird. Anyways, whoops. Waste is going to go in. Waste is going to go in. Boiling Earth for the sideboard. Sentinel for the sideboard. Slide Runner, I guess, if I need to be even more aggressive for the sideboard. Consuming Sinkhole to kill a land. And Stone Fury, which I just have too much better removal than Stone Fury, I think. So we're going to add some land. It's going to be a little bit more swamps than mountains. 8-7 sounds about right. We're going to submit that deck, and I will see you guys for round 1, where hopefully we do okay.